Well, we're back from MACNA. We've talked a lot about what we saw at the show, but one of the things I haven't had a chance to tell you about is a program that I learned about while I'm there, and it's called Seasmart. I actually met the director of it. His name is David Vosseler, and this is something that's going on in Papua New Guinea. It's an amazing program that basically creates a sustainable situation in Papua New Guinea. Not only does it give the local villagers a way to make money and sustain their family and the nation's economy, but it's also a new management technique for the reefs.
David Vosseler, I'm the president of Ecoeasy. We have a contract with the government of Papua New Guinea to set up a marine aquarium trade throughout Papua New Guinea. And the program we run this development process under is called the Seasmart program. Well, the Seasmart program is, we basically work from resource to export. We develop a resource management map system like we see on the wall over there,
right,
with individual species with TACs, total allowable catch limits, set for each species. We train fishermen on proper net harvesting, husbandry, holding, handling in the sea.
One of the important things, says Vosseler, is that the women are the ones who learn to fish and that the women take the money home.
We found out the ladies make more money than the men because they like to pick up inverts as well. They'll pick up the starfish. They'll pick up the things that make a lot of money, and it's easy to do. So our best fishermen, really, most effective fishermen are women.
The Fisher and Fishery Development Program is probably the most interesting part of all of this if you have an aquarium, because they teach the villagers how to fish without damaging the reefs.
This trade is the #1 coral reef conservation tool in the world, period. And no one else can say anything different because no other trade makes people, or if it's done right like we're doing it, forces them to take care of their reef, forces them to stop doing dynamite fishing. You throw a piece of dynamite off, it blows up an area the size of this booth, you get 20 or 30 fish out of it, you eat for today, tomorrow, the next day, that's it. But you just lost $10,000, $15,000 worth of fish over the next year. That's really easy for people to see. Our fish don't cost much more, if at all more, than Philippines or Indonesia. But it's not cyanide caught.
Right.
It's only caught in 5 meters or less of water. There's no decompression issues. They don't have to go a week out to get the fish, dive 60 feet down, and then put it in bags and buckets and try to keep them alive until they go back to Bali or Jakarta, and then they send it out to you. All these fish are caught within 10-15 minutes of the village where they're at. Then they're held in the village, in the sea, in sea cages and other ways we have of holding them until we come out to buy them.
And obviously for the villages, this is their income, right?
This, for many of these villages, especially the farther you get out from a capital city, a provincial capital, or local, it's their main source of income. And it's consistent. It'll last forever if it's done this way. If it's sustainable.
So there's a look at the Seasmart program, and we've also heard from David Vosseler, the man behind it. As you look at your fish, as you buy fish at Ultimate Aquariums or other places, let's remember that it's important that the places that these fish come from be protected. This is just one program that's worth knowing about.
Come pick me up. I've landed